Good morning, guys. So my husband and I are on our way to the doctor's office. My doctor wants to discuss my HSG results, and to the office we go. So we'll just see how this visit is gonna go. I never really look forward to going to the doctor, except when I had the myomectomy. I was excited to go to the hospital and the doctor's office then. But other than that, it's just one of those things. So yeah, so we're just gonna go and see what she says and see what options she already has for us. But I've already discussed this with you guys, what options that I'm already doing, but it never hurts to bring my medical professional in on the journey as well. So I will check in with you guys when I get in there. Okay guys, so I'm just sitting in here and I'm waiting on my doctor so we can talk about some things. My husband's not in here, but I do want him to be in here, so I'm going to ask my doctor if he can come and she can talk to both of us. So yeah, he's out in the waiting room. They called me as I was coming out the restroom giving my urine sample. So yeah, I'm going to ask if he can come in and have ask his questions, because he usually has really great questions, stuff that I don't normally think about because I'm in the moment and I'm trying to absorb all this stuff. And so it's always nice to have him just kind of just here and in his situation able to ask those questions that I don't think of in the moment. So yeah, I'm just waiting. You guys have been here with me throughout this entire journey. I'm just so thankful that I don't have fibroids anymore. Oh my God, thank you. My pain and all that stuff, non-existent. Periods have been great, and so now this is the last step of the journey. And I just haven't really been worrying about it too much ever since last Wednesday. And my arm's getting tired from holding this phone. So at this point, I just really have surrendered it to God. I can't say that I don't care, because of course I care, but I'm not as obsessed with it as I used to be. Just like, it helps to know what's going on or what the issue was, because no woman in my family has battled infertility. Every one of us have been able to get pregnant with no problem. So I'm like, is this a generational thing, generational curse? But I knew that wasn't the case. So now it really helps to know what's been going on. So now I can address it. So I'll do my part, but at this point I'm just leaving everything to the Lord. Like, you take it. God, I have enough on my plate. I got school. I got enough on my plate. So Lord, you take it. You deal with it. You do it. I can't do it no more. It's too heavy.
Okay, so your result, when they injected the dye into your uterus, let's start with the good news, which is the contour of your uterus was normal. So what you want to see is this nice triangular shape form. So when your uterus fills with dye. Now when you've had a uterus that's had surgery on it, there's always a risk that there could be some sort of internal scarring, which would cause the cavity to be irregularly shaped or distorted, or you could have fibroids growing into it, making it all wonky. So to see that nice normal triangle, that's good. So the inside of your uterus is normal. The left side, the dye filled the tube to about here and then stopped. The right side, it only filled a little bit to about here and then stopped. So it looks like both of your tubes are blocked.
Okay.
But the uterus itself actually looks pretty good and the cavity's normal. So we have two options at this point.
Okay.
One is in vitro fertilization, because your uterus, we've now far enough out, your uterus is well healed, the cavity is normal, so this would be a perfect time to do IVF and put a fertilized embryo into a relatively normal uterus.
Okay.
Option number two, and this is not an either or, you can actually sort of pursue both avenues at the same time. The reason probably that these tubes are blocked is scar tissue from surgery. So I could do a robotic surgery, and I would do it robotic because that would be minimally invasive. We're not talking about cutting you up. And again, this would be an outpatient procedure. You'd go home the same day. I could do a robotic surgery where I removed scar tissue and tried to free up all of the scar tissue, because you probably have intestines stuck to things. Now, what's the drawback of that? It could fail. I could get in there and it could be too much scar tissue, too damaged, or I could get all the scar tissue removed, get everything off, and then your tubes would still be blocked. I cannot guarantee that I would be able to fix it, but I might be able to. So the question is, which one would you like to do, or would you like to pursue both at once? Because I could simultaneously schedule you for the surgery and refer you out to someone who could discuss IVF with you, because that's done by Fertility Associates of Memphis. So I could give you a referral to them. This is kind of up to you, and you don't have to have an answer for me right now. If you want to go home and discuss it and think about it, that's also perfectly okay. What I'd be doing during the surgery, I would actually be putting blue dye into your fallopian tubes so that I could see actually where the blockage was, and then try to open the tubes up so that the dye would flow into your pelvis. And if I could just get one side open, that's all I need is one side.
What, so with the surgery route, what is the percentage of success, I guess? It just depends.
It really depends. Yeah, 50-50, but it's, yeah.
It just depends. Okay.
And I really won't know how bad it is till I get in there.
I'm assuming we go to the one that's the least block first. Since
Yes,
it'd be easiest.
start on the left, because that's the one that's open all the way to here. So if I can free that one up,
Yeah, because I could even see it when they did the test. You
Mhm.
could start to see it get over
coming
there.
out, and then
But on the other side, it was only so much.
just a little bit. Yeah. And then even if I couldn't get the tubes open, if I could free all of the scar tissue around the ovaries, if there's scar tissue around the ovaries, because I'm assuming that there might be, and then wrap the ovaries up, something called interseed, which it looks like cheesecloth, but it dissolves into this gel. It's a biodegradable gel that hangs out for a couple weeks and then gets reabsorbed. And what that does is it prevents scar tissue from forming. So if I could wrap the ovaries up in that, put them down where they belong, that would also make egg retrieval for IVF much easier, because the ovaries would be freed up.
Alright, so hypothetically, you do robotic surgery, we just try the old fashioned way. Still kind of 50-50.
Well, as long as the tubes are open, if the tubes are open, then your odds are a lot better than 50-50. If I can get your tubes open, then you've got a really good shot of getting pregnant, and all you need is one, because your ovaries take turns. Your right ovary ovulates, then your left, so it would be like every other month you could get pregnant. But that's still pretty decent.
In terms of the eggs, since they've been in there trapped, is there any
There
effects?
no?
Okay.
There is no effect on ovarian reserve. So, what do you think?
I think we may have to think about it.
We're not just talking.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get one blood test on you.
Okay.
This is gonna make a difference. AMH, anti-Mullerian hormone. This is your ovarian reserve. If the number we're looking for is 1, higher than 1 means they recommend doing IVF with your own eggs. Under 1 means your ovarian reserve is low, you don't have a lot of great eggs left, and they recommend getting donor eggs from someone else. That's a big deal, because it adds about $5,000 or $6,000 onto the cost of in vitro. So if this number is less than 1, you're looking at a significantly increased cost for IVF.
Okay. And
So,
then
That's blood work.
I'm doing that today?
Yes.
No. Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so go ahead, get your blood drawn, and then this one will take a couple days to get back. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Bro, you born in 96?
Okay, y'all, so you guys have heard the pleasant news in there, but it's all good. Like, me leaving the doctor's office, I'll tell you, I had to fix my hair, my bad, but me leaving the doctor's office, and I'm just like, okay, you know, I mean, I expected her to say this, so it's no surprise. So I just gotta, you know, just, I guess, keep doing what I'm doing, trusting in God, and just going on. I mean, that's all I can do, right? So, I think that's it. You guys. That's it for today. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye. My husband said I wanted to tell you guys this. My husband said that after, with all this ish that we going through, we must gonna be having Superman or something. So I wanted to tell y'all that. I thought it was funny.